Okay, I got this on my head to try to block the sun, but excuse the video, but I'm kind of working from a iPad that where the entire front of it is like shattered. I have a thing with shattering glass. Don't ask me why. But I'm going to show you a few video clips from the eighth level of hell, and then we are going to get into the rest of our wild lettuce. So stay tuned. Well, welcome to the eighth level of hell. Crunch, 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 crunch. If you happen to be walking through the woods or anything in the eighth level of hell, I've been watching the leaves falling off the trees, but watch where you step. Make sure to look up. Look out for those sycamores and old oaks, because if you don't, you're liable to get bonked in the head because the limbs are coming down out of the trees. Yep, that'd be the undies at the top of the maypole. Rather fitting, I would say, since it's been too hot to wear clothes since the middle of May. Don't forget to leave the berries out for the little wee folk, because they're the ones that make the fairy lilies bloom. It's so hot, you'd think you're getting a breeze, but all you feel is the hot air coming in off the field. Yes, even here in hell we have beverages. And today we have homemade elderberry wine. It almost makes it worth it. It's a very, very bit. What is this? Dude, why are you trying to eat my hammock? You know, a few years ago, there was somebody that told me that I would be the perfect person to be on this TV show thing called Naked and Afraid. Let me tell you something. I'm not naked and afraid. I am naked and fried. Not Kentucky fried, but Missouri fried. And I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone last week, and she was like, you know, most people don't get to experience what you do. You're out there and you're so in touch with nature. If that's true, let me tell you, nature is pissed off. Now back to wild lettuce. Okay, and now you can see here the end of June. We have the wild lettuce, a lot of it, and still very tall, but we still don't have the flower heads yet. And I wouldn't expect that. I normally don't see them until closer to late summer, early fall, but this year's weather has been exceptionally hot and dry with little to no rain. So it's really affected the growth this year. Now this is a wild lettuce. This has been out closer to May. Single. It's not in a group with any others. You can tell the leaf shape is a little bit different. We still have, if you can see that, the real furry little hairs, prickly hairs on the back of the leaf. And with this one, we are actually starting to get our little blossoms here, which when it pops out, I'll show you some of that. When these start flowering, we're getting close to the perfect time to start harvesting. They'll flower like this and then turn into a little puffball. But yeah, we are flowering now, which is very, very early. We are now just at the very end of the 30th of June. And that's, yeah, very unusual. But there they are on this one. And they look a lot like the little dandelions. Well, as you can see with this wild lettuce, here you just slice, there's that white milky sap, and it's in the stem, it's in the leaves, and that is what you're wanting. It's that right there. Now, that being said, there are many ways to do this, and you can find the many ways online. Some people like to take the leaves and make a tea. Some people like to take the leaves and part of the stalk and cook it up and condense it down and then use it that way. Some people like to take the whole plant and condense it down and dry it. And some people like to, what they call milking the plant, just a very time-consuming process of taking that latex from the plant and keeping it and drying it. So I'm not here to say which way is right, which way is wrong. Each individual person has their own preferences. I suggest you do your own research and what way seems best for you. But there you have it. That is what you're looking for right there, is that sap. And that's about it. Now, as you can see, during the day, these little flower heads will close up. And this is another one of those just amazing, what I call the sun, moon, and star plants. You've got the little yellow sun that comes out. They turn into a moon, just like the dandelion, a nice little round white puffball. And then the little stars fly off into the sky to start new life someplace else.